Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're playing some more Innistrad Standard. Best of one right now as we kind of explore different strategies, stuff like that. And this list I found off Twitter, MTG Arena Zone I think retweeted it, but it's a Storm the Festival deck. So Storm the Festival is kind of a bigger collected company at sorcery speed with flashback. You get to look at top 5 and put 2 permanents among them with mana value 5 or less onto the battlefield. So what we're trying to do is maximize our hits in terms of high impact cards. So it's kind of a mashup between like a pseudo ramp deck, kind of a treasure deck. I modified it a bit, just the core I liked, but then I'm taking certain elements. So we do have the Blood on the Snow package, which is very useful with all these walkers, stuff like that. Plays Wrenn and 7, which is one of the best cards from the new set that I've played with thus far. Really cool interaction if you haven't seen. Chariot on turn 4 or earlier into Wrenn and 7, make a token, a tree folk, and then copy it with Chariot. The token oftentimes is enough power to crew Chariot on its own. And then we're kind of just playing. Liesa was really good in the Angels deck that I played. If you haven't seen that, it's up on my YouTube. But just a really good body, 5 mana, 4/5. Can block Goldspan Dragon easily. The lifelink helps you turn the corner. It exiles opponent's creatures when they die. So they can't get back graveyard shenanigans. It also returns your creatures back to your hand at the beginning of the next end step, which is really nice as well. So kind of pairing it up, so we have the Shamblegast, Deadly Dispute, Prosperous Innkeeper package to get ahead on lands. The one thing here, we're gonna play some games. So we have the Learn board. Their package had one Gnarled Professor for the Learn. I don't think I want the Learn, but we're gonna take a look. I'm playing Vanishing Verse right now, but you know what, let's start with the Learn. We'll just play iTwitch. So we'll do maybe a 3-3 split for now. Let's try this, and then we can always kind of tweak it from there. We're new to this format. We're testing things out. We have Binding to get us ahead on lands, Crippling Fear, Blood on the Snow as a sweeper package, and then Lolth and Kaya as some kind of top end threats. So really what we're trying to do, get ahead on mana, and then Smork Face, 25 lands, seems decent. We have ways to fetch lands as well. So we'll give this a go, see how it plays out. I was around 1400 Mythic. Ooh, we got up to 1286. Somehow not playing got me further ahead. But we'll see how this goes. Let me know in the comments, what have you been playing? This is kind of the 4th deck I've played. I really like Dimir Control, 4-0 with that, 3-1 with Angels, I think, or 4-1 with Angels. Werewolves is something on my docket to try out. There's a few different like vampires, stuff like that. But as always, if you do enjoy the content, if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. All goes a long way to helping out the channel. We're gonna keep this because it's better than nothing. Need a black source, but we might need more black mana in the deck. One, two, three, 4, 7 black sources is probably not enough. So we're gonna have to modify that after this. So they look to be on some ramp shenanigans. Our draw's been incredibly slow. I need to fix the mana base. I think we're just gonna try to get to this Storm the Festival as quick as possible. This dies, gives me a treasure. I can Chariot for some blockers. Them going turn 3 Chariot on the play is scary. This might be my list or close to it. So we'll block here, but they've gone pretty wide. We need this. We need to get to this blood on the snow, maybe even. So we'll create a treasure. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If they have another creature to crew this, I'm dead. So we just need to hope for an untapped land here. I'm going to try to trade with the Chariot if possible. There's just too much in hand that they can have at 5 mana. Goldspan, Wrenn. I need to fix this mana base though. Okay, so I think since they did that, we'll crew here. We're only going to have one blocker anyways. And what we need here is untapped land. No, no, stop trying to crew. Lolth isn't bad, buys me another turn with blockers, but now we still need untapped line for next turn. They might draw some attention to Lolth, which is fine. Them playing more to the board is okay as well. So they can crew, make a treasure, attack me for 10. We double block on Chariot. See if they go after Lolth here. Nope, they go face. So I want to take Chariot off the battlefield. Okay, so that's fine. So we definitely want to double block. So that would put it up to 3. That brings it up to 4. So we're not gonna survive it anyways. Untap land. Untap land, get back our Lolth. Okay, that's actually not bad. This giving us a nice body. Do they have removal? Oh, so they have their own unnatural. This doubles their attack. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting that. That was the last card I was expecting to see out of them. So that... You told me that's what we needed to play around. I wasn't going to play around it, so... Or man, I was a little awkward there. So we do want another black source, I think. We could trim on some white. I think we're largely pretty light on white. Yeah, it's too many white sources. And we have the tree lines. We only have 2 white cards. So I think we go up another woodland chasm here. Okay, let's try that again. Mana base wasn't right. We made too many changes, not enough white cards to really take advantage. And we were basically, if they didn't have that double pump, we could have stabilized. Even if they had gold span, we might have been able to gain enough. Opponent goes first. This hand's a little slow, but we'll try it out on the play. Might need a bit more removal. Okay, if they're a control deck or like dragons, looks like dragons. Love to draw one of our 6/1 drops, maybe. Prosperous Innkeeper, Chariot. We are going to get to the point where it's just like bomb, bomb, bomb. Might not want these disputes. We don't have enough to trigger them. Might just want to go some removal. So, play like Galliseth Prismari. Problem is, once they start taking extra turns, then I'm in a bit of a rough spot. Okay, so they go Gold Span. If that's a counter spell, we're in a bad spot. I think we need to rebuild this. Not loving the current configuration. So get rid of Gold Span. Probably drop Renin 7 next turn, maybe Lulth. Velomachus. Okay. So we do need a blood on the snow turn. No hits, good for us. Actually, we might, because we don't get any utility out of this blood on the snow turn. So I don't have the full green yet. So I can do this. This makes a blocker. It also prioritizes them to commit more to the board. The downside is if they do have a counter spell. The extra turn's kind of nonsense. It's tough in these mid-range mirrors when they are playing Alrins. They just get so much utility to get ahead. So we'll see what they hit here. It's not unlikely that they have a counter spell. Jeez, and they had Velomachus to hit. That was a turn. Well, no counter spell. I'll take that back. Depending what they do, we also have Deadly Dispute. This blocks the Hall of Storm Giants nicely as well. I can Havoc Festival next turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. I can play both of these too. It's actually not too bad with Velocamus. Sure. Them spending resources to kill the same thing over and over again works out pretty well. So I think we're gonna go this, and just pass the turn. I'm holding back this turn. We're only at 11. If they go some combination of Goldspan into Alrund's Epiphany, I want to have back the reach blocker. Next turn with Eska's Chariot, it lets me kind of power through that. If we hit a land drop, we would have done both. Storm the Festival is a little risky just being at 11 life. It's 10 mana to flashback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think their build's going to be lighter on counter spells given that they have Velomachus. So they're probably playing more hits for like Angel Fire, Lorehold Command. It's probably not unlikely that they have Prismari Command. Binding's not bad either. Start with Lulth. Let's do these two. Their priority doesn't seem like they have something for that, so they didn't get a stop for Prismari Command. And then this should be able to close out the game pretty quick. We'll Storm the Festival next turn for the content play. I kept this back as a second reach creature. Crush the Weak. I think we probably just Mascot. Oh, this Exiles? Yeah. So they need a lot of removal. Deals 5 damage. They're off red mana here. Attack them for 16. Bye, friend. I think I want off the Deadly Disputes, though. They kind of sit in our hand awkwardly. So I think we go full up there. Crippling Fear's fine. Like, we could just Spara, but it's not a great hit. Then, because like Binding finds us lands, it kills anything, and then we'll probably just go Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse, or what's the new one? Blue. Investigate the Fateful Absence. Let's try that. Basically maximizing the things that could create treasures for us to get ahead. The faster we can cheat out, because the only thing that cares about snow mana is Blood on the Snow. Everything else we're just trying to get ahead on mana. So if the treasure can get us to kind of cheat out a festival early, we can do that. Okay, sounds reasonable. Innkeeper into Innkeeper. Turn 4 Ren. Potentially Festival. Black-white. So probably Blood on the Snow deck. They miss a land drop. Nope. So one thing here, they generally have Vanishing Verse, which will exile, so something to be considered. Not too worried about these. Spellbinder's annoying. We'll see what they clip here. I'm gonna highlight my Ren, because I actually don't want them to take Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, Blood on the Snow is also fine. Okay, so if they don't have one, I'm storming the Festival next turn. I guess Prosperous Innkeeper is a free attack there. Because if they want to trade their Spellbinder, that's fine with me. Seem to be a bit light on land. So I could Blood on the Snow. That gets him a lot of treasure though. Let's do the content play. So we'll kill this. It's not a terrible flip. Give me 1 sec. Gotta open my window. So, am I blooding on the snow next turn? Probably not. I don't really want to give him treasure. Trading with these just means they kill my other ones. So they might do this just to ramp. They can also use that to sack this to draw another one. But just getting Ren and 7 down could be good. We too want to hit some lands. We need a white source. So an important question here, I can make the token. I think we're going to make the token this turn. And we're going to attack with 2 of these, but hold 1 back. So they'll have the flyer. If they kill this, I want to have at least 1 blocker back. And then what I can always do is next turn with Ren, I can Ren plus get some lands as well. But a 5/5 on this board is going to force them to have some answers. It also holds back their attackers. Incidentally, also gaining 3 life is helpful. Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised they didn't exile Ren. They know we're a Blood on the Snow deck. We're just going to take this damage. We can plus anyways. Shamble gamble. spells. So we can Havoc as well if we hit an untapped land, which we do. I think we just go max value here. I don't really want to play Kai out till they play something. So if they Blood on the Snow, they can get back Kaya, which we've seen from them. We gain a bunch of life back up. This deck's a little weird because you want to play as many big threats as possible, but you need the ancillary life gain. So like they can Blood on the Snow. That's fine. Oh, they do Planeswalkers. They go Spellbinder. So this is an interesting line. So this can flash back to exile something. So we're probably just going to Renin 7 minus here because we have the other Renin 7. Okay, so if they did Kaya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have the option of wiping the board. But to be honest, I like my board state. I think what we do... I guess I could have Rend. So exile you. Just play you and say go. Don't particularly want it. There might have been a reason to get rid of Skullport, to be honest. So if they wipe the board here, they played their Kaya. They have this at the ready. Rite of Oblivion might be something we want to try out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So it's probably Ren plus. That gets another Blood of the Snow out of the way. Yeah, so we're probably just gonna Ren here. Binding's actually nice. Because this will answer any of their big threats, and I'm actually gonna get rid of this. Because now we turn the corner, try to put a bunch of pressure on them. That effectively puts them to 2-turn clock for 8, 9. Yeah. They technically have the Faceless Haven to block. Okay, they go double Skullport. Let's get another tap land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can start doing that. I think let's do this. So my thought here is I want to hedge. So I think we just put lands because I have another Ren in my grave. So They blood on the snow. Blood on the snow gets back Kaya, so they destroy all planes. They destroy all creatures. Get back that. Kill this. Alternatively, I make the 5/5. I think we. Nah, let's just make. Let's put pressure on them. Next turn, so I still have Liesa, still have Ren, have some Lulth bindings, and then some smaller creatures left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna hold off on Eye Twitch because if they kill the board, then I get Mascot Exhibition. So they can do this, sack this, get Mascot. They could also do Necrotic Fumes. They're short for Mascot right now. They're kind of priced. They just go Environmental Sciences. Just trying to buffer the life total. Okay, so they're out of stuff. We can pretty openly do this. I'm gonna main phase this. If we hit, well, we'll most likely hit land from Rain. Our creatures also get Death Touch, which is really nice. I'm just gonna see if we can hit Liesa, potentially. So this is just like the new bigger over-the-top card while they're drawing one. Okay, so this is a pretty awful hit. 10 mana, get 2 lands. That's actually not terrible because we do... I maybe should have kept back one thing. Because they could faceless my Ren, but that takes them off most of their mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because even with this line, Blood on the Snow doesn't really do it for them because then I have this lair. Because they have a way to clean my board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough. Close, but not enough yet. In this game, I think we were down to like 10 life and just these Prosperous Innkeepers. Ren's so good. Like, minus, here's an 11/11. We're the bigger, badder deck. All right, 12-12. I think that's a good place to end with this one. We tweaked around the numbers a bit, played around with it. This is a deck that we can really tailor as we want. There's a lot of flexibility. I like this shell. Having these early is probably fine. There may even be a case to just max out on Blood on the Snows instead of Crippling Fear, just to get back your stuff, because you're going to be killing stuff and trading, so it might be a case. But we'll wrap it up here. Let me know what you think as always, and catch you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a safe one.